Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the channel. And this is a new video about of strategies, tactics, and boosts for France and Monaco event. This week's event in F1 class. I hope everything went well in the qualification round. I hope we helped you with our video with strategies for the tracks of the qualification round. And now we are back for seeing and getting to see the approach and the strategies for the opening and final round tracks we're going to race this weekend. First of all, let's see our tracks. So Australia, Melbourne, Singapore, Austria, Canada. Australia, as you see, with 36% of possibility of raining. Singapore, Austria, Canada, Hungary, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and France. So as we can see, we have 7 dry races and one race, the first race in Australia, with the possibility of raining. So let's get down to it and let's see what we have for this weekend. Australia, as we said, 36% of raining. Australia, a difficult track, a very difficult track because overtaking is almost impossible in this track. So this is why we are trying to gain positions by our strategy and not so much inside the track in the race. So 4-4 with hard compound and probably with medium compound if your drivers have a good tire management. But 4-4 with hard Oud, Jin and Kavai, we are aiming to be quick in the turns. There are not big straights here in Australia, so Oud, Jin and Kavai with hard we are going to be able to push more. With mediums, the red button must be used wisely, not like me, I mean. So and as we can see, okay, let's go to Kavai. You see grip and corners boosting with Kavai. The same goes to Oud and Jin. Oud will give us, Oud has less boosting of course than Kavai and than Jin, but it will give us a very fast pit stop and probably the ability to overtake drivers that go in the pit with us. It's a tactic, it's a strategy we follow many times. And of course Jin, which is corners and grip boosting. With Jin we can probably use the medium compound, although it doesn't give us we can use easier the medium compound, although it doesn't give us tire boosting. Because of blocking, we can be conservative in some time in the track and not lose positions because of the good blocking that Jin is giving to our driver. Now, for me, 4-4 is a strategy. If you are in the middle of the pack or in the back of the pack, you can use it. Now, if you are again, the second strategy we are going to show you here, it's very good for if you are in the middle of the pack or in the back of the pack, and 3-5 is good even if you are at the top of the grid. So let's see it. 3 with a soft compound, 5 with the hard or with the medium compound. Okay, it goes the same as in our first strategy. When we use in this track the hard compound, if our driver can support medium compound, of course we're using medium compound because it's a little bit faster. In Australia it's not so much faster, but it's a little bit faster. So 3-5 with Taurus, because always I said when we choose 5 laps in our last stint, then we need very good tire management in order to be able to push, and of course Taurus will give us a little bit of fuel management too, so we can push even more. Of course, if you choose the second stint with a hard compound, Eagle would be as good as Taurus, because it gives us 4 in tire management and 4 in grip. Now, the second it's almost the same strategy, but and we can use this in both our drivers. One driver 3-5 and our second driver 5-3. Here, of course, Taurus, very good, an excellent choice, but because we are going to push even more, we are going to be a little bit conservative in our first couple of laps and start pushing maybe maybe 4 and 5 we're going to push. Eagle would do the job too. Taurus would make our lives easier, of course. And then 3 laps with a soft compound, where we are going to push as hard as we can. Again, both these strategies, Taurus, Eagle and Frost. If I was going to choose 3-5 for one of my drivers and 5-3 for the second driver, then 3-5 with Taurus and 5-3 with Eagle. Or if you want 5 boosting in your for your tire management, then Taurus and Frost would be great choices. Now, there is a third strategy, but this is only if you start at the top of the grid. 2 pit stops, soft compounds, 3-3-2, maybe 2-3-3. It depends on your start. If you have a good start and go P1 easily, then you can choose whatever you want. Well, if you are at the top of the grid, 3-3-2 with hex, because we need some speed, but we need good overtaking. That's why our first choice would be hex, although it's not raining. Now, if it rains and there is a 36% possibility of raining, then we forget the 2 pit stop strategy. Okay, if you start P1, P2, hex, 3-3-2, and okay, bye bye. You can it would be like Verstappen in Bahrain this last weekend, where he was in a race of his own, well, okay. But if you are starting P4, P5 and lower positions, then 4-4, tune in, would tune in our first choice. We need a quick pit stop and some good corner boosting. Alternatively, wood is a choice, although it's not a boost for rain. It will give us grip corners and of course the fastest pit times. And if you don't have either of these two, then tulip would be a choice only for the quick pit stop times. The pit stop times and the reliability, if combined together, it's like having 4 boosting in pit stop times. And this is only if you want a quick pit stop and nothing else. Tune in the best choice and would the second one. Now, again, the same thing as we said in dry. We are going to follow for wet conditions. 5-3 one driver and 3-5 the second driver. The wet compound can easily take us 4 laps, so with less boosting we can go 5 laps. This is why of course frost is for me the best choice if you choose especially to go 3-5. And let's see frost, because good in wet conditions, 5 in tire management and 3 in grip, and this is crucial for Australia. It gives us everything we want when it rains in Australia, so frost a very good choice here. And 5-3, my first choice would be Char. 3 in tire management is enough with wet compound, 3 in wetness, very good in rain, and 4 in corners. We have lots of turns in Australia. It's a very slow track, so I think 3-5 with frost, 5-3 with Char, and alternatively tune in, but then we won't be able to push a lot. We have to be very careful with our tire management. So that's it for Australia. Okay, Singapore. Let's get done with it quickly. No rain. Singapore 3-4, 4-3 for our 2 drivers, Jean and Kavai and Skal, the best choices. Jean the second best. Nazar, it's another choice, and a third choice. I forgot to write it here, but you have seen it in our last race in Singapore. It's to choose to go 4-3 soft, but then Taurus the first choice, or Downforce our second choice. So we have good tire management, and with the soft compound we will be able to push more. The best choice is Taurus and not Downforce, because 4-3, if we want to push and we want to push a lot, we will need some fuel used too. So Taurus would be the best choice here, and alternatively you can choose Downforce, but then you won't be able to push so much. Okay, track number 3, Austria. We said it before, we will say it again. two different approaches for tracks like Austria and Bahrain, which we're going to see it in as track number 6. Here we can use medium speed, high acceleration and good overtaking, or we can choose grip and corners. So this is why my best choices are 5 for my first driver, 5-4 Herald, Weiss or Firework, and Weiss if your first driver starts P1, P2, P3 there. If your driver is in the middle of the pack or at the back of the pack, 5-4 medium compound Herald first choice or Firework second choice. Excuse me. And Herald, Weiss or Firework, the first stint must be 5 laps, because we want to be able in the second stint to push and boost our driver, push the red button a lot. For our second driver, 4-5, and this goes if we're in the middle of the pack, in the back of the pack, 4-5 medium compound, downforce, our best choice, Eagle or Nazar would be great choices too, because we need in the last stint, the second stint, 5 laps to be able to push, and in order to have the ability to push 5 laps with a medium compound, we need some tire management. Downforce gives us 3, Eagle gives us 4 in tire management, so take your pick. And of course, if you are in front of the pack, then 3-3-3 with a soft compound, wood, the best choice here. So grip and corners with wood, and the fastest pit stop we can have. That's why wood would be our best choice here. Okay, so let's go to track number 4, which is Canada. Another, like Australia, difficult track to overtake. So we are aiming in the strategy to help us overtake other drivers. That's why 5-3 for wherever you are at the top of the grid. Okay, if you are, I'm going to say it once again, if you are P1, P2, okay, you can choose Dead Fast Eclipse, Firework, Hex, I don't know, Herald, Weiss, and get a very good start, leave everyone behind and never look back. But okay, this is an easy way, but if you are not P1, P2, P3 and you are P6, P7 and lower positions, then even if you are in the middle of the grid or in the back of the grid, these 3 strategies can work for you. For me, the best one is 5-3. If you could use it in both your drivers without stacking, it would be great. 5 with a medium compound, 3 with a soft compound. Downforce, we have seen downforce, but let's see Nazar or Nazar. Nazar will give us some tire management, which we need for our first stint, so we can push a little bit with a medium compound, but gives us 4 in grip, which will make us fast. Let's say this, grip doesn't only make us fast in the corners. Grip means we are fast in the straights too. We are faster. We are fast. We have a very a better start at the beginning of the race. So very useful for grip here, and reliability will give us a quicker pit stop. Now, the second driver, 3.5, the undercut. If you are at the back of the pack, yes, do it. 3.5, soft medium, Eagle or Rooster, which is the boost of this event. And let's see it. Okay, here we are. So Rooster will give us 4 in tire management, 1 in grip, and 4 in blocking. And 4 in blocking means that whenever we get in traffic, we won't lose easily our position. And think about Canada, where overtaking is very difficult. When you have 4 in blocking from your boost, the main thing you are doing is that if you start P10, let's say, 99%, if you don't do a big mistake, you will finish P10 and above. You are not going to lose any positions. So Eagle probably the best choice here, because as we have seen, 4 in tire management and 4 in grip, very good boosting in this track. Now you can easily choose 4.4 with a medium compound for one of your 2 drivers, and try to do it the fast way. There is one big straight, and in that big straight try to take advantage of the big speed, the high speed that Eclipse and Gladiator will give you. But for me, if you ask me, if you can do 5.3 both your drivers, do it. If you are especially in the middle of the track. If you are at the back of the track, 5.3 your one driver, 3.5 your second driver, and I think you're going to have great results. Now, track number 5 is Hungary, and here mainly we aim for grip and corners, but that straight you see there, where is the DRS, from where the DRS detection zone starts, the end of sector 3 I mean, and at the end of the big straight in sector 1, many players are using this straight to overtake other cars, and then be conservative in the rest of the track, and again use the straight to overtake some other drivers too. This is why they sometimes use Eclipse deadfast firework. Well, you know that I love using these boosts, and probably one time, I don't know, maybe this opening, I'm going to test Eclipse or deadfast in Hungary with with deadfast or with Eclipse or with firework, probably with firework, which gives us a little bit of acceleration too. But my main approach here is grip and corners. 5.3 for me the best choice again here, with downforce or Nazar. Again the same thing like before. 3.5 soft medium with Nazar, maybe Taurus. Taurus would be a very good choice because you will be able to push in both stints, even 5 laps with a medium compound. You will have the tires and the fuel to push the red button a lot. So probably 5-3 with downforce and 3-5 with Taurus would be my choices here. Alternatively, 4-4 with soft if you use Taurus, or 4 soft, 4 medium with Kavai if you want to choose grip and corners, or Herald, Eclipse, Firework, Deadfast if you want to go the fast, if you want to choose the fast way, the fast and furious way, if you want to try and push only in the straight, and then take a little bit more conservative approach in the rest of the track. Now, okay, that was track number 5. Track number 6, Bahrain. Okay, many of you will say again, we raced 8 times in Bahrain last week, but here we have Bahrain again. So let's see it. We have said enough for Bahrain last week, but let's see it. Let's see a quick summary here. 233, 332, Herald, Vice, Instinct, Firework, very good choices for this track. I will say it again, Vice if you start in the front of the pack, Herald, Instinct, Hex, Firework if you are in the middle of the pack. If you are at the back of the pack, 5-3 and 3-5 with Taurus, Eagle and Frost. And of course there is always the middle way, 4-4 with Downforce or Nazar. We said it last week, so let's get over with it a little bit quicker this time. And let's go to my new favorite track, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and probably the fastest, I don't say the fastest in time, if the shortest times, I think they are in, the shortest time I think it's in Austria, but I'm not so sure. Jeddah is one of the longest tracks in Formula 1, but it's one of the fastest too. I think it's the second fastest, they say, but okay. So this is how we're going to race. If you can avoid stacking, 3 pit stops, 2 with soft compound, dead fast, Eclipse, our first choices. We have said it in Miami, I'm going to say it again. We choose dead fast, Eclipse and Instinct as our first choices because they are not only boosting our speed or overtaking, but they are boosting our fuel too, and we need a lot of fuel in this strategy. Alternatively, 3-3 medium compound, 2 soft compound, 2 pit stops, Street Shark, so you can be able to push more. Dead fast, you won't push so much. And in this track, I don't like. In this track, I would like a boost like dead fast, but with the fuel management of Samba. Yeah, that's the boost I would love to have here. Anyway, for me, this is the only 2 approaches for the track. I don't like. I have seen many players. I have played against many players trying to use grip and corners in a track that is going so fast that no, guys. I'm 99% sure that this is the way you have to race in Saudi Arabia. Anyway, it depends on everyone's style of play, but I think this is no one-way street. So let's see our last track, which is France, and here of course we have some grip issues. Of course, we need tire management, and mainly we need speed. For me, again, I'm the speed guy, you know. You know this. By now you should have known that I'm like that. So for my for both of my drivers 233 and 332, the compound choice is up to you, how you are going to play it. If you want to push a lot in the stints that are 3 laps, you need the medium compound. If you don't need to push a lot, then the soft compound. Maybe a good choice would be 2-3-3 soft, medium, soft, so you can push the first 5 laps, and then because you will be out of fuel and you won't be able to push in your third stint, you are choosing 3 laps with a soft compound, and you won't push at all. The soft tires will, if you have a driver that can do 3 laps with a soft compound in France, you won't push. You would be on the yellow button the whole 3 laps, and it will be enough to finish the race with the softest compound. So you won't be able to push, but you will have the fastest compound in your car. Now, this is if you are at the top of the grid and in the middle of the grid. If you are at the back of the grid, try the undercut 2-3-3, and then for your second driver 4-4, medium compound and Taurus or Frost. Alternatively, if your drivers cannot manage 4 laps with Taurus and medium compound, 4-4 with a hard compound. And be careful in France, because we will have an issue. With our tires, and I will show you why. As you can see, we will have 28-29 degrees. It will be hot, so this is an issue. This is something we have to be careful and see which tires we are going to use. Maybe the softs won't be enough and we have to use the medium compound for 3 laps. We have to see it on the race, during the race. Talking about temperatures, you can see in Saudi Arabia 22 to 38. So there is a big difference in tire degradation, I think it's called. Because with 38, with 22 degrees, you can push the soft compound like hell. With 38 degrees, we should be more careful about how much we are pushing the soft compound, so we can do the 2 laps. We can complete the 2 laps. So that's it for this weekend, for our opening and final round. I hope you liked the video and you found it useful. So please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and of course press the little bell. This means that you will get notified when I'm uploading new videos and when I'm streaming, live streaming my races. Of course, at the comment section, I am waiting for you to give me some feedback on the strategies we are suggesting on the strategies we are telling you to use. So please give us some feedback, say your ideas about how to race in a track, and believe me, I'm going to test them, and we are going to see if it's good, if it's playable or not. Anyway, I hope you made it to the opening, and I wish you good results this weekend. Thank you for watching. Bye.